add the stream. Okay, sorry about that. Welcome to New York Yankee baseball. Sorry about that. I guess I forgot how to use the stream a little bit here. So let's go ahead and give you a little theme music to get us started today. All right, welcome to New York Yankee baseball again. Sorry again about not having the audio set up correctly. It's going to be Guidry against Wilbur Wood today. The Yankees coming at 3-2. The White Sox are at 2-3. We're about ready to get started. I think now people can hear me out there in Radio Land. We're about ready to get this underway. Let's get you to the baseball. So Junior Moore leads off. He's had 5 official at-bats of the season looking for his first hit. Guidry looks in, gets the sign, and here's the first pitch of the ball game. And hits a fly ball to right field. Jackson is there, makes the catch for the first out. And now here's George Orta hitting .263, a double home run in 3 runs batted in. He's a left-handed hitter hitting against Guidry. Munson sets the sign. Guidry looks in, and here's the pitch to Orta. And that'll be a ground ball back to Guidry. Fields it like a cat, gets it, throws the Chambliss for the second out. Now brings up Barry Bonds, or say Bobby Bonds, sorry, hitting .235, 2 home runs, 5 runs batted in. 2 outs here in the first as Bonds steps up. Munson puts the sign down. Here's the pitch from Guidry and the pitch. That'll be a 6 ground ball to second. Randolph throws it to Chambliss, and 3 up, 3 down for the White Sox. We go to the bottom of the first, home opener in the Bronx. White Sox nothing, Yankees nothing. Our bottom of the first inning coming up here. Still in a live broadcast feed here. We're so happy to still be going on. If I can do this more often, you'll see me here a lot more. Well, let's get on back to the game here. Willie Randolph leading off. He's hitting .348, 23 at-bats, a double and a ribby. Nahada Rodney puts down the sign. Wilbur Wood looks in. Watch out for the knuckleball. The pitch, 4-9, fly ball to center. Lemon is there, makes the catch. 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Mickey Rivers. Boys, his power numbers all of a sudden came up. Hitting .348, 23 at-bats, 3 home runs, and 7 runs batted in. He had 2 home runs in the finale against Milwaukee in the last game. Nahada Rodney puts down the sign. Wood looks in. Here's the pitch from Rivers. And that will be a ground ball to first. Lamar Johnson has it, touches the bag, and there's 2 outs. Here's Thurman. His average has come down a bit. He's hitting .455 with 2 home runs and 4 runs batted in. Munson with, again, a good series against the Brewers. Nahada Rodney puts down the sign. Wood looks in. Here's the pitch to Munson. Munson on a 4-10 ground ball to short. Kessinger fields it, gets up and throws. Got him in time. Yankees go 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the second. No score here in the Bronx. We go to the second in here. No score. Yankees and White Sox. Home opener, 1978. Lamar Johnson, the batter, hitting .278, a double, note, and 2 ribbies. Johnson, right-handed hitter, good power. Munson puts down the sign. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch from Guidry. 3-5 and a walk. So Lamar Johnson draws the walk. Here is the center fielder, the youngster, Chet Lemon. Good ball player. Hitting .222, double, triple, 3 runs batted in. He'll step in and hit Guidry here. Again, welcome to the Yankee Stadium, where singles are only a 1. Right-handed home runs is a 1-8. And lefties have that nice short porch in right field at 1-15. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in, and here's the pitch to Chet Lemon. 5-6, struck him out with that slider. 1 away here in the second, and here's Eric Soderholm, always known to hit a left-handed pitcher real well. 20 at-bats, a double home run and an RBI. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in from the stretch. Johnson on at first. Pitch to Soderholm. Line drive at dent. Johnson had to head back 2 away. Here is Wayne Nordhagen, the left fielder, hitting .364. Good start in the season. 11 at-bats, 1 run batted in. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in from the stretch. Here's the pitch. That'll be a 4-10. That's the line drive. It's caught by Dent, and the White Sox are retired. No runs, a walk, 1 man left. Bottom of the second coming up here in the Bronx, and we have no score. score. So here is the guy who will hit the home run right now. He had a home run in the original 78 opening day. He hasn't had one this year. He's hitting 227, 22 at bats. It'd be funny if he hits one right now. Not Rodney puts down the sign. Wood looks in. Here's the pitch to Reggie. And that ball is ground ball to second. Orta picks it up, throws to Johnson for out number 1. Here's Lou Piniella. He's only been up 9 times with 3 hits, getting spare playing time a little bit. He's kind of splitting left field job with Roy White. Nahan Rodney puts down the sign. Wood looks in. Here's the knuckleball from Wood. And a big shot down the line for Piniella. It's over. Chet Lemon's head goes bouncing around. Piniella around first. He goes to second. He's going to try for third. A triple for Piniella with 1 out. So Pinella's on at third with 1 out. Here's Chris Chambliss. Chambliss hitting at a mighty 350, 20 at-bats, a home run and RBI. Whitesoxs will play the infield back, giving up the run. Nada Rodney sets the target. Wood looks in from the stretch. Piniella gets a good lead off third. Here's the pitch. And that'll be a catch-ax. Let's see if Nada Rodney can get it or Piniella score. And he gets past Nada Rodney. A run will score, and the Yankees lead 1-0. Exactly the same way they scored the run the last time we broadcasted was an RBI on a wild pitch. A wild pitch by Wilbur Wood. Piniella scores from third, and the Yankees have a quick 1-0 lead. So here's Chambliss now with 1 out. Nada Rodney sets up for Chambliss. Chambliss still at bat. Wood looks in. Lefty on lefty. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. And that will be a ground ball to second. Orta's got it. Goes to first. 2 outs. Now, the thing with this White Sox team, with the exception of Lemons and Bonds, this is a kind of a bad White Sox defensive team. With Orta, Johnson, Nada Rodney, and Nordhagen all being forwards on defense. So they're going to give a lot of runs this year, I have a feeling. This White Sox team, unless they hit, their defense is going to give a lot back. Here's Roy White. He gets to start today at DH. He's hitting 154, 13 at-bats, a home run, and 3 runs batted in. Nada Rodney sets the target. Wood looks in. Here's the pitch to Roy White. And Roy White hits a drive to right field. Bonds is there, makes the catch. Yankees, 1 run, 1 hit, and the run scores. We go to the 3rd inning, 1-0 Yanks, as we present the 1978 New York Yankee replay. Beatles eternally is that. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. I was able to do a live stream today. My system actually worked and let me do it. I'm so happy to be here. Top of the 3rd here as we go back to live action. It will be Bill Nada Rodney, Don Kessinger, and Junior Moore. The bat for the Sox here in the 3rd. Guidry on the mound will set in. Here's the pitch to Bill Nada Rodney. 2-6, ground ball to 3rd. Nettles picks it up, throws over to Chambliss, out number 1. Here is Mr. Don Kessinger. He hitting at a mighty 313 so far, 16 at-bats, no runs batted in. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Mr. Don Kessinger. And that's a base hit up the middle. First base of the ball game goes to Don Kessinger. So Donnie's on. Here is Junior Moore. Moore flied out his first time up. Runner on first and 1 man out. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks from the stretch. Kessinger takes a good lead. Here's the pitch to Moore. 4-8 and got him. There's that nasty slider. He could not hit it. 2 away. So now here's George Orta. Grounded out his first time up. In 20 at-bats, he's hitting 250. Has a home run, 3 ribbies. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in. Runner on first and 2 outs. Pitch to Orta. And that will walk him. And Guidry cannot believe it. He's questioning the home plate umpire. First and second now with 2 outs. As Guidry will now have to face the tough Bobby Bonds. Home plate umpire is Steve Plumrell. Those who can send the hate letters to today. Thurman Munson behind the plate sets the target. Guidry looks in. First and second, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Bonds. Ground ball to second. Randolph has it. Let's see if he can field it. Goes over, makes the play, and that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 men left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd here in the Bronx. It's 1-0 Yanks. All right, now we go to the bottom of 3rd inning. 1-0 New York. Nettles, Dent, and Randolph. And Nettles coming in hitting 333. This Yankee team really started to hit in that last series against Milwaukee. That was not televised, of course. Of course, I get these great offensive surges on non-televised. Nada Rodney puts down the sign. Wood looks in. Here's the pitch to Nettles. And that will be a line drive. Oh, right at Orta. They had to turn maybe a step, and he made the play. One away. Here's Dent. Dent hitting .63, 16 at bats, has a base hit. He's been struggling with the bat. Now Rodney puts down the sign. Bucky Dent, a former White Sox. Wood looks in. The left-handed knuckleballer pitches to Dent. 3-7. Single to center field. So Bucky Dent gets his second hit in 2 games. Runner on first and 1 man out. And we may have to take a little bit of a timeout in a few minutes, folks, to grab something at my door. So we do take a timeout. Let's see if it's here. So I'm going to put you on hold real quick, 1 or 2 minutes, and I will be right back. I do apologize. Hopefully I can put myself on mute, and I will be right back. So please stay tuned for more New York Yankee baseball here on the Sports Time Machine. 1-0 Yanks as we go to the bottom third. All right, folks, thank you so much for being patient with me. I do thank you. Hopefully we do have some people still staying here. Hey, Beatles, sorry about that. I had to pick up the groceries from the front door real quick. We're bottom of the third, 1-0 Yanks. Randolph leads off with Dent on. Randolph is fight out his first time up. He's so far hitting .333 on the young season. Left-handed Wood, right-handed Randolph. Here's the pitch. And Wood steps off the rubber, so Dent has to get back. So Wood steps in. Here's the pitch to Randolph. And that'll be a ground ball to second. Orta will make the play, and Dent will move over to second. So a productive out for Rivers. And it brings up a productive out for Randolph as Mickey Rivers comes up. And he has been hot with the bat. 3 home runs on the season. Runner on second, 2 outs. The Yanks lead 1-0. Now Rodney puts down the sign. Wood looks in. Runner on second and 2 out. Pitch to him. And that's a fly ball to right field. Bonds is there, makes the catch. And we played 3 in New York. It's 1-0 Yanks. So top of the fourth we go. Excellent ball game between these two guys here. Yankees opening day, 1978. They hoisted up the banners of the world champion 1977 team. Mantle and Maris raised the flag. So Yankees with a lot of their big contingents here. It's almost like an old timers day type mood here. Here's Johnson. He'll be fouled by Lemon and Soderholm. Guidry on the mound. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Lamar Johnson. And that's a ground ball to third. Nettles got it, goes across the diamond to Chambliss, and there's one away. Here's Chet Lemon. He's hitting 211, 19 at bats, 3 ribbies. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in. Here's a pitch to Chet Lemon. And that will be a walk to Lemon. So another walk from Guidry. Again, he's wondering where that pitch went. And now here's Eric Soderholm. Again, he's a tough hitter against left-handed pitching. He's got a lot of power. Guidry's got to be careful. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in from the stretch. Run first and 1 out. Pitch to Soderholm. And that's a line drive right at Bucky Dent. 2 away. So now here is Wayne Nordhagen. So Nordhagen comes up. He has lined out his first time up. Lemon on it first via the walk. Munson sets the target. Guidry working from the stretch. Lemon you don't want to give Lemon too good of a jump. There's 2 outs. He'll be off on contact. Here's the pitch to Nordhagen. And that will be a struck him out. Good slider away. And Guidry gets out of the 4th inning. Let's head to the bottom of the 4th here in the Bronx. 1-0 New York. So now here's Munson, followed by Jackson and Piniella, right, left, right, against Wilbur Wood. So Wood comes on out. Again, Wood a little better pitcher against right-handed, but he gives up a little more power. So let's see if the Yankees can benefit from that. Non-Rodney puts down the sign. Munson 0 for 1, ground out back in the first. Wood looks in. Here's the pitch to Munson. And here's a 4-4 ground ball to third. Soderholm. He's a 219. Throw across the diamond. Got him. Good play there by Soderholm. Here's Jackson. Remember, he had the home run the original opening day back in 78. He grounded out his first time up. See if Jackson can duplicate this. Now Rodney puts down the sign. Wood looks in. Fans on their feet waving their Reggie bars. Here's the pitch to Reggie. 6-11 ground ball to first. Lamar Johnson's there. Takes it to the bag himself. And that's 2 outs here in the 4th. And here's Sweet Lou Piniella. Tripled and scored his last time up. He had 5 triples back in 78, so it was very likely he can get one. Now Rodney puts down the target. Wilbur Wood looks in. Here's the pitch to Lou Piniella. 112 fouls out behind the plate. Now Rodney waits for room, makes the catch, and that does it for the 4th. The Yanks go meekly in the 4th. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the 5th. 1-0 Yanks. Yankees 1 run on 2 hits, while the White Sox no runs on 1 hit. 5th inning here at the stadium. The Yankees trying to get a win behind them. The 3-2 on the season, 0-2 in broadcast. So hopefully the Yankees can get a win here on a live game. So in the 5th, the Yankees lead by 1. It will be Naharodny, Kessinger, and Moore. That's right, switch right against the lefty Guidry. Guidry on his 5th inning of work. Munson looks in, gives the sign. Guidry with the big windup and pitch to Naharodny. And that's a ground ball to second. Randolph's got it. Throws for the first down. Looking at the New York Yankee bullpen, and it looks like everything looks okay. So it looks like everyone who pitched the last game should be available. The Yankees didn't get a lot out of Ken Holtzman the last start, as they had to use Clay Lyle and Gossage to finish things off. But Gossage only went an inning, so he's more than happy to come back. Munson puts down the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Don Kessinger. And Don Kessinger with a base hit. So he has both hits off Guidry. So Kessinger's on at first base, then 1 out. Here's Junior Moore. Moore 0 for 2, flied out and struck out. Munson puts down the target, but he's going to go out and talk to Guidry, make sure everything's okay. He sits back in the crouch, waves the signs. There's no pitch calm here. Guidry looks in, back to Kessinger. Here's the pitch to Junior Moore. And that will be a line drive at Randolph. Back to Chambliss. Gets the double play. A 4-3 double play. They caught Don Kessinger napping off first base, and they get the line out double play. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 Yanks. So far, the Yanks, 1 run on 2 hits. The White Sox, no runs on 2 hits. We welcome you to New York Yankee baseball here on WPIX. I believe the next broadcast, we were showing all the New York Yankee broadcasts. For this series, I'm going to go ahead and just take a peek ski timeout if I can. Hopefully, I do have it in my regular folder here. I'm just taking a minute timeout, folks. Just give me a second. Go ahead and have your smoke. Do whatever you need to do out there, but we'll be right back in a momento. I know I did print the Yankee schedule in 81. Broadcast all the Yankee games that were on live TV, which was WPIX And then all the games that are not, we'll try to either play them offline or we'll play them like a radio broadcast, and we'll be on here with them too. Most likely, I have to find it again. They are, I believe the rest of the series is on. They are off tomorrow, which is Friday, and then they'll be back again this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, against these White Sox. This is April 13th, the Thursday afternoon. Bottom of the fifth inning, it'll be Chambliss followed by White and Nettles. So it'll be left, switch left against Wilbur Wood. Natarani puts down the target. Wood looks in. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. And Chambliss ground ball to second. Orta's got it. Flips to Johnson, one away. So now here's Roy White. White so far flied out his first time up. Wilbur Wood looking really good out there. He got peppered in his really first start. So against the Yankees. So I'm kind of surprised he's lasting this long. Yankees just not able to get much of an offense now. Now Rodney sets the target. Wood looks in the left-hander. The left-hander to switch hitting White. 6-3. There it is. Fly ball left field. It's deep. Northig back. No. Brings it back in. He hit it to Death Valley out the left center field. Not enough carry out there. And there's 2 outs. Here's Greg Nettles. That was a ballpark home run, but against right-handers is a 1-8, rolled to 19. So 2 outs in the fifth. Here's Nettles, lined out his first time up. He had good contact. We'll see if Nettles can straighten that swing out. He's still looking for his first extra base hit of this 78 campaign. Now Rodney sets the target. Wilbur Wood looks in. Here's the pitch to Nettles, and that will be a line drive. Oh, base it up the middle. Just gets past Kessinger and Orta. Nettles is on with 2 outs. The Yankees now have 3 hits. Here's a shortstop, Bucky Dent, trying to pick up that average a little bit. It's got 2 hits and 17 at-bats, hitting a $118. See if Dent can continue the hot streak. Willie Randolph, who hits lefties really well, is on deck. Now Rodney sets the sign. Wood from the stretch. Runner on first and 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And Wood stepped off to make sure Nettles didn't get the good lead. So Wood again from the stretch. Nettles takes a good lead. Off with contact. Here's the pitch to Dent. 4-6, walked him. So Nettles will go to second, and Dent will have the walks. Now the Yankees have 2 on and 2 outs. Willie Randolph's the batter. Again, he's a stronger hitter against lefties. He's hitting .320 on the season. He's 0 for 2 today. Flied out in the first and grounded out back in the third. Willie can use a big hit here for the Bombers. Now Rodney sets the sign. Wood from the stretch. 2 on, 2 out. Pitch to Randolph. And that will be a ground ball to third. He may have swung at ball 4. He goes to first, and that will do it. Actually, goes to second for the force and gets him. So Soderholm, the Orta, gets the force, and the Yankees are done in the fifth. No runs, 1 hit, a walk. We go to the top of the sixth here in New York. It's 1-0 Yanks. Let's take a look at our box score here. Wilbur Wood, 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. It's earned, and it's a walk. Ron Guidry has gone 5 innings, 2 hits, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Now for this game so far today, nothing huge happening. Triples by Lou Piniella. Yankees have turned 1 double play, and that was on a line drive double play. So far for the White Sox, Don Kessinger has 2 hits. For the Yankees, hits that come by Piniella was a triple, Nettles, and Dent. And then Piniella scored on the wild pitch, giving the Yankees a 1-0 lead as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Orta followed by Bonds and Lamar Johnson. All right, thank you so much. And again, good ball game here at the stadium. I got some people watching from the upper deck, not contributing, but yes, we do thank you for your patronage, whatever you're doing and helping me today. And of course, Beatles internally watching from one of his box seats. So here is George Orta, followed by Bonds and Johnson, lefty, righty, to take on the left-hander Guidry. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Orta. 4-6 and draws the walk. That's the 3rd walk from Guidry. Boy, he's struggled a little bit here. He hasn't usually struggled that many times. Actually, that's walk number 4 for Guidry. 6 walks so far in the young season. So now here's Bonds. So now Guidry walks off the mound a little bit. He sets the stretch. He's going to pitch to a very dangerous Bobby Bonds here. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in. Runner on first, nobody out. Here's the pitch. And they went for bounces in front of the plate and away from Munson. So he moves up on the wild pitch. So Guidry's slider went away from Munson, couldn't handle it. And Orta will move to second. Let's see what they do with Bonds here. White Sox with their, I think they had a runner in scoring position earlier. Runner on second and nobody out. The tough Bonds, the batter. So Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch. Runner on second. Nobody out. Pitch to Bonds. 1-4. Line drive at Dent. Makes the play. Orta scoots back. So now runner on second. One out. Here's Lamar Johnson. He walked back in the second. He grounded out in the fourth. Guidry from the stretch. Getting a workout here. Munson sets the target. Guidry takes a deep breath from the stretch. Look for that slider away. Here's the pitch to Johnson. And that will be a fly ball left field. That's a tough play for Piniella. Can he come in and get it? No, he cannot make the play. The game is tied. Piniella drops the ball in his glove. Johnson will go to second, sliding, and makes it. So it's a 1-1 tie as Ron Guidry's defense has just let him down, and it's a 1-1 score. So it's 1-1 in the sixth. Here's Chet Lemon now. So now the White Sox with the go-ahead runner at second. That was probably going to be an unearned run as the runner on second scored on the E7. So Munson puts down the sign. Guidry from the stretch. Runner on second and one out. Pitch to Chet Lemon. Ground ball to short. Dent's got it. Goes to first. Lamar Johnson has to hold. 2 outs in a sixth of a 1-1 tie. Here's Eric Soderholm. We talked about him before. A little stronger against lefties. You know what? The Yankees may decide they already had 4 walks today. They should walk Soderholm in this situation. Soderholm really feasts against lefties. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in from the stretch. Runner on second, 2 outs of a 1-1 ball game. And that is going to be a walk. So the intentional walk from Guidry. That's 5 in the ball game. First and second, 2 outs as Sparky Lyle starts to get up in the New York Yankee bullpen. All righties coming up, so I don't see a lefty coming out in this case. Nordhagen the batter. First and second, 2 outs. Guidry needs to get out of this one. Munson sets the target. Guidry from the stretch. First and second, 2 out. Pitch to Nordhagen. And that's a ground ball to second. Randolph flips it to first, and the White Sox strand 2. They get a run. It was unearned. We go to the bottom of the sixth inning. It's 1-1 here in the Bronx. Holy cow. So Guidry an unearned run that inning, and you can tell he's not happy with the situation. It's a 1-1 score here in New York. So the Yankees will try to see if they can get a big run here. It'll be Rivers, Munson, Jackson, lefty, righty, lefty against Wilbur Wood. So Wood looks in, gets the sign. Rodney flips down the fingers. Lefty to lefty, Wood to Rivers. And that will be a line drive. Oh, Orta with an unbelievable catch. He went to his right, a hit, 1-15, and he rolled the 16. 1 away here in the sixth. So here's Munson. Oh, as Rivers just got robbed. Rodney puts down the sign. Wood looks in. Lefty to righty now. Munson, the right-handed hitter. And that will be a fly ball to center. Chet Lemon, this should be a can of corn unless he drops it. And he dropped the ball. Hey, he dropped the ball. So it'll be an error on Chet Lemon. That's a rare error. Munson will take first, and the Yankees are back in this ball game. So Munson is the leading runner at first with 1 out, and here is Reggie. Fans on their feet chanting Reggie. 208 hitter right now. He's 0 for 2. Remember, he had the original home run in the 78 opening day against Wilbur Wood. Rodney sets the sign. Wood from the stretch. Runner on first, 1 out. Pitch to Jackson, and Wood stepped off to keep Munson close. So here we go. Rodney goes out and talks to Wood, the veteran left-hander. Rodney flashes a sign. Wood looks in, lefty to lefty. Here's the pitch to Jackson. 2-5, walked him. So Jackson gets on first base via the walk, and the Yankees got 2 on without a hit. Munson on at second, Jackson on at first, and that brings up Lou Piniella as the fans are chanting Lou. First and second, 1 out for Piniella. 1 for 2. Triple in the second. Scored on a wild pitch. Rodney sets the target. Wood looks in. First and second, 1 out. Pitch to Piniella. 1-6. There it is. Line drive left field up against the wall. Jackson around third. Will they try to send him? They will. Safe. They scored. 3-1 Yankees. So the Yankees take the lead on a 2-run double by Lou Piniella. So Piniella doubles in 2. and the Yankees are back in this game. So the Yankees with a 2-run double by Piniella. Yankees lead 3-1, and here's Chris Chambliss. So runner on second and one man out, lefty on lefty here. Wood could be losing some of his gusto right now. Now Rodney sets the sign. Wood from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. And that's a ground ball to second. Orta gobbles it up, throws to first as Piniella moves to third. So now Wood and his knuckleball, tough to catch. That could be a situation for a wild pitch here. Here we go. Runner on third. 2 outs. White the bat. Now Rodney sets the target. Wood looks in from the stretch. Runner on third. 2 outs. And there it is. It's in the dirt. Here comes Piniella. He scores. That's another wild pitch. Wild pitch from Wood. Yankees lead 4-1. The second wild pitch today for Wilbur Wood, both allowing Lou Piniella to score from third. Yankees lead 4-1, 2 outs in the sixth. Rodney puts down the sign. Wood from the windup now. Here's the pitch to White, and that is a line drive caught by Kessinger. Yankees add 3. We head to the 7th. It's 4-1 Yankees. So the Yankees with a 4-1 lead here. Nice to have a little bit of help there with the 3-run inning thanks to the error there. We'll see what the official score decided and what Wilbur Wood was charged. Wood gave up 4 runs and 2 of them were earned. So again, his defense kind of let him down. So 4-1 in the 7th. Here comes Rodney, followed by Kessinger and Moore. Top of the 7th, 4-1 New York. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Rodney. 6-8 fly ball left field. Piniella there makes the catch, and there's one away. Here's Don Kessinger. He has 2 of the White Sox 2 hits, both hits today. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in. Here's the pitch to Kessinger, and that will be a walk to Kessinger. Jesus, that is walk number 6 for Guidry today. 6 walks and only 3 strikeouts. So now here's Junior Moore, runner on first and 1 out. Not sure if Guidry doesn't have the good fastball today or he's just getting pinched by Steve Palermo today. Munson puts down the sign. Guidry from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out. Here's the pitch to Moore. And that'll be a walk to Moore out of nowhere. So that is walk number 7 for Guidry. First and second, 1 out in the 7th. And here's Orta. So now what do they do with a bunch of righties coming up? I think Guidry pitches to Orta, and I bet you may get someone coming out pitch for the Yankees. They do have an off day tomorrow. Gossage up in the Yankee bullpen. This is a time where Gossage pitched 2 or 3 innings. Munson sets the target. Guidry looks in. First and second, 1 out, pitch to Orta. That will be a ground ball double play. He won't need Gossage here. Great play, double play. So Ron Guidry gets out of the 7th inning. Billy Martin comes over to him and pats him on the back. That might have been it for Guidry today as the Yankees lead 4-1 as we go to the 7th inning. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your 7th inning stretch. And you know what? Like they're doing now in the ballparks, we want to thank all military veterans, past and present. Thank you for your service. We thank you for protecting our country. Thank you for protecting us. And thank you for being there when we need you. Again, thank you for your service. So bottom of the 7th here in New York, Yankees lead 4-1. Yankees 4 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error. White Sox 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error. It'll be Nettles, Dent, and Randolph against Wilbur Wood. Nettles 1 for 2, singled back in the 5th inning. Rodney sets the sign. Wilbur Wood looks in, lefty on lefty, and the pitch. 4-6, and he walked him. So Nettles is on first now with nobody out. And here's Bucky Dent, been on both times today, single back in the 3rd and walk back in the 5th. Rodney sets the target. Wood looks in from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Dent. 3-10, base hit for Dent. He's going to get his average up there over Lemon's head. Nettles had a stop at 3rd. Dent will go to 2nd, and the Yankees 2nd and 3rd with nobody out. Big double for Bucky Dent. So now here's Willie Randolph. 0 for 3 today. needs a big hit here. Wants to get a little more insurance runs. White Sox playing the infield in. Soderholm, Kessinger in on the left. Orta, Johnson in on the right. It's increasing your average when you play the infield in, and Randolph is already an excellent hitter against lefties. Not Rodney sets the target. Wood looks in from the stretch. Second and third, nobody out. Pitch to Willie. 6-4, struck him out, and Willie Randolph couldn't hit the knuckleball. 1 out in the 7th of a 4-1 game. And now here's Mickey Rivers, 0 for 3 today versus the lefty. He's grounded out, flied out, lined out. Now Rodney sets the sign. Wilbur Wood looks in. Infield stays in. Here's the pitch to Rivers, and that's a fly ball shallow center. Let's see if they'll send Nettles here. They might. It's a 1-14. They're going to try to send him. Here's the throw, and they don't throw it in. They cut the ball off, and the Yankees lead it 5-1. So Nettles scores from third, and the Yankees tack a run here in the home 7th. So now here's Munson, 0 for 3 with the run scored. Now Rodney sets the sign. Wood looks in. Here's the pitch to Munson, and that will be a ground ball to third. Soderholm's got across the diamond, and that's all you got. So at the end of 7, Yankees lead it 5-1. And Ron Guidry, let's see if the Yankees do decide to pull Guidry out here. You know what? I guess we'll go to Sparky Lyle here. He's now not the closer on this team. That's became a big rift here in Yankee land as the Yankees picked up the contract of Rich Goose Gossage during the spring and have made him their closer. So Lyle not happy. Lyle's been in so far 4 innings, 2 hits, 3 walks, and a strikeout. He'll pitch to Bonds, Johnson, Lemon here in the visiting 8th. So Munson sets the target. Lyle looks in. Here's the pitch to Bonds, and that will be a strikeout. There's that nasty slider from Sparky. 1 out in the 8th. So now here's Lamar Johnson. So he is so far today. He reached on an error in the 6th and scored. He also walked in the 2nd. Munson sets the target. Lyle looks in. Here's the pitch to Lamar Johnson, and that's a ground ball to short. Then picks it up, throws to Chambliss for out number 2. So now here's a center fielder, Chet Lemon. Yankees up by 4. White Sox have 4 outs left. Munson puts down the sign. Lyle looks in with a nod. Here's the pitch to Chet Lemon, and that is a fly ball to center. Rivers is there, makes the catch, and the White Sox go 3 up, 3 down. We head to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Yankees 5, White Sox 1. Oh, what a ball game we have here so far. Yankees are trying to put this one away, and now here's Mr. Jackson Wood looking to go all the way. What I'm doing with this replay is I have to go in and probably manually make sure guys don't pitch longer than they should. Wilbur Wood, as a starter this year, I believe had a starting range of 7, so I kind of didn't want him to go further than that unless he was ahead. But this will be the situation, in my opinion, where he probably should have gotten pulled for a reliever. So we'll see what happens. Jackson 0 for 2 runs scored. Now Rodney puts down the sign. Wood looks in. Here's the pitch to Jackson. And Jackson hits a line drive. Another great play by Orta. Jeez, a 1-15 single turned into an out. Holy smokes. So now here's Lou Piniella. He's been on a tear. Triple in the 2nd and scored on a wild pitch. Doubled in 2 in the 6th and scored on a wild pitch. So he has 2 runs scored, 2 extra base hits, and Piniella seems to be hitting the ball well right now. Now Rodney puts down the sign. Wood looks in. Here's a pitch to Piniella. That will be a 6-5, and Piniella will hit one deep to left center. Back goes Lemon. It is gone. If he had another at bat, he has a chance for the cycle. So Piniella with his 3rd extra base hit. He has 9 total bases as Piniella scores his 3rd run of the ball game. Yankees lead 6-1. Hey, Lou Piniella, this bud's for you. So here's Chris Chambliss. He'll bat against Wood here in the 8th. Now Rodney sets the sign. Wood looks in. Here's the pitch to Chambliss, and he ground ball back to Wood, throws him out for the first out. Here's Roy White, 0 for 3. Now Rodney sets the sign. Wood looks in. Here's a pitch to White, and that will be a line drive. Base hit. This time White gets it through. He's now 1-for-4, and that tires out Wilbur. That should be all for Wilbur. Nettles due up, but I bet they'll come out with the hook for Wilbur. They do, and it will be Ron Schuler, the former Philadelphia Philly, actually. So here he comes. He'll come on out. Schuler on the air. This is his first appearance during the 78 season. He had 82 innings, so a spot he should be in. He doesn't pitch the lefties that well, so this is kind of a troubling situation, in my opinion, but we'll see how he does. Now, Rodney sets the target. Schuler looks in. Here's the pitch to Nettles, and that's a walk to Nettles. So first and second, 2 outs. Yankees look to break this open. Dent's been on 3 times, 2 for 2, a single and a double. So now Rodney sets the sign. Schuler looks in. Here's the pitch. And that will be a deep drive to left field. Did Dent get enough? No. Pulls it back in. And that is it for the Yankees in the 8th. They strand 2, but they get a run on a home run by Sweet Lou. We head to the 9th. Yankees lead 6-1. So far, the White Sox, 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error, while the Yankees, 6 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. As we head, ladies and gentlemen, to the 9th inning. So it will be Soderholm followed by Nordhagen and Nahada Rodney here. Munson sets the sign. Lyle looks in. 6-1 Yanks, top of the 9th. Soderholm, 2-6 ground ball to third. Nettles got across the diamond out number 1. So 1 away here. Here's Nordhagen. Nordhagen 0 for 3 and a strikeout. Munson puts down the sign. Lyle looks in. Here's the pitch to Nordhagen. And that's a ground ball to short. Dent's got it. Goes to first, and that's 2 outs. Yankees are 1 out away from winning this opening day. So now here's Bill Rodney. Yankees 3-2 on the season, looking to go 4-2. Munson sets the target. Lyle looks in, gets the sign. Here's a pitch to Bill Rodney, and he hits a line drive deep to left field. That's the ball game. Makes the catch, and the Yankees win it 6-1. Let's go ahead and go over the box score here. The Yankees kind of pulled out here. The Lou Piniella tight day. A Sweet Lou. He'll be the game's most valuable player. Guidry goes 7 innings, gives up 2 hits, 1 run that was not earned, 7 walks and 3 strikeouts. His ERA drops to .60. Lyle goes to 2 innings, strikes out 1. Wilbur Wood is your losing pitcher. Goes 7 2/3, 7 hits, 6 runs, 4 were earned, 3 walks, 1 strikeout. The big home run to Lou Piniella, and now is back in the 8th inning. Yankees win this 6-7-1 to the White Sox 1-2-1. Errors in the ball game by Lemon and Piniella, doubles by Piniella, triples by Piniella, home run Piniella. 9 total bases for Sweet Lou. As the Yankees improved to 4-2, the White Sox dropped to 2-4. After a day off, we'll be back with more New York Yankee baseball, as they will again come back on a Saturday afternoon against the same Chicago White Sox, and then we'll have the Sunday day broadcast after that. So thank you, folks, for coming in. I appreciate everybody. Final score: Yankees 6, White Sox 1. Thank you to Beatles internally for coming in. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day. And again, thank you for coming. Appreciate everyone's time.